let's get to the economics of this.
Yeah.
You're doing this to make a business.
Yeah.
It obviously is going to do good in the world, but there's got to be an underlying business. If you raise $4 million and you get on the venture capital track, what is the business here?
Well, the business is we want to save counties money. Instead of someone being in jail, which might be anywhere from $70 to $500 a night, you can pay us. And so people that would otherwise be incarcerated, you pay us, and we make sure to reduce your failure to appear rate and other things.
Interesting. So let me ask a stupid question. When you're in jail on bail, are you responsible to pay that money?
No.
So if you are convicted of a crime and you're kept in, you don't have to pay it.
No.
Interesting. So,
and I would just say one thing, which is what happens is the longer you stay in, the more likely you are to go back. And our clients are mostly county governments. And so if, let's say, you stay in for 4 days and you're a mom, you probably lose your job, you lose your housing, which creates a second layer of chaos for the county, right? Because now you come there for social services. So what we say to counties is, let's get people out of jail as quickly as possible, and let's get them home, and let's help them be successful in their own lives.
Yeah, figure out why this happened and get them on the right track.
Yeah. We call it a care plan to provide support so that people can be successful in their own lives.
I noticed, you don't use the word criminal.
No, I don't.
You use specific language.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that language. What is the proper way to look at these folks?
Well,
what are the words you use?
Yeah. So one is I recognize as a woman of color who came from a single mom, I recognize that how I grew up, the people I grew up with are often the people that are in the system. And so I recognize, but therefore the grace of God go I.
Yeah.
And so I'm very conscious of that fact. I think about when I volunteered in prison and I volunteered with folks who'd been to Google and other companies, that the folks who were in jail often had done the same things that the people that worked at companies were. They just had better lawyers. Yeah. And so I'm conscious of the fact that it's folks who have little resources, little support, who are trying to do the best they can. So we think of them as clients and participants, and we think our success of our company will be measured by how well they do in their own lives, which is how we want to be measured.
Participants, I like that.
Yeah.
So you charge the state $50 a day instead of 100 or 200? Is that how it works?
Yeah, we charge them. We don't charge per day because I think it's the wrong incentive system. What we charge is either the volume, and then we want to be charged on do they stay out of the system, because we think the metrics are wrong, right? Ideally, government should charge you based on does the person succeed, so that my sales team is not trying to get people in every day, but that our operations and sales team are trying to get folks to succeed and get out of the system.
It's really interesting when you put it that way, because there is a perverse system at work that has really started to come to light, which is the privatization of the prison system. And we have multiple examples of judges and local law enforcement putting people in jail and getting kickbacks.
Yeah, I used to run a sales team at a startup before I came here. And if I told my sales team we got paid per day, no matter what I said about good values, they would spend the whole time trying to get people in every day, because they would think that's what their commission was measured on.
Yeah.
So it's why it's the wrong way to incentivize and the wrong way to think about pricing. And also because then our success is connected to the success of the system. And there isn't two false. It's a false narrative. And it's just, so we want our pricing to be connected to actual success in the system.
I have 150 investments. Number one challenge I get from my founders is hiring. And you know what I tell them? I say, go to ZipRecruiter, because it will post to job sites, and the platform brings the right candidates to you. It identifies people with the right experience and invites them to apply to your job. Not like posting to a job site and waiting and waiting. These invitations have revolutionized how you find your next hire. 80% of employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site in just one day. And ZipRecruiter even spotlights the strongest applications you receive, so you never miss a great match. What are you waiting for? You have like 3 or 4 positions to fill. I know it. If you're listening to the show, you got to fill those positions. Go over to ZipRecruiter.com/twist. That's ZipRecruiter.com/twist. And right now, my listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right. It's the smartest way to hire. The right candidates are out there. You just got to go find them, and ZipRecruiter knows how to get them. So get over there, ZipRecruiter.com/twist.